Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope everyone is doing good. If you guys haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to get to 400 subscribers, so please subscribe and check out some other videos on the channel. But in today's video, I'm going to be reviewing my Hot Wheels Ferrari Enzo in 1/18 scale. Now I've also reviewed my Ferrari Enzo by BBR models, which has gone down really well. It seems to be fairly popular on the channel. I think it's got around 700 views in the past couple of months. So I thought I would do one on my Hot Wheels version. Now this is nowhere near as detailed as the BBR version. I'll leave a link in the description for that video, but it is still a very good model car and value for money. As I've said before, I believe Hot Wheels provides really good details for a really fair price. But a bit of background on the Ferrari Enzo, obviously named after Enzo Ferrari, an iconic supercar which has recently been replaced by the Ferrari Enzo, which I've also got over here. Now, which styling do you prefer? Do you prefer the LaFerrari or do you prefer the Ferrari Enzo? It's a really tough one for me actually. I quite like the Enzo. If I had to pick one, I'd probably go for the Enzo over the LaFerrari. But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. I mean, the LaFerrari is an amazing model car, and this one by BBR Models is a great example of it. Finished in Rosso Corsa with the yellow calipers, carbon roof, carbon everywhere on the model. And it's an absolutely great model by BBR. But we are not reviewing this one today. We are reviewing my Enzo. So let's start off with the front. So this is finished in Rosso Corsa, the most iconic colour for Ferraris really, and it does look really good in red. Obviously. You can get it in other colours. Hot Wheels did make them in other colours, and they also made an elite version. This is just the regular version, the cheapest version, but I still think it has some pretty good details and it would look good in your cabinet. So let's start off with the front of the model. Now again, we're not comparing this to BBR models because that one is in a totally different league to this. We are just comparing this with other Hot Wheels models and other models within this price bracket, which I think it excels in. So the headlights are done really nicely. I think very clear plastic lens. You can see the main beam and the indicators really nice. So I think that does set off the front of the model really well. You've got the Ferrari badge in the middle, which is just a sticker, but it looks good. It does the job really nicely. And you've also got all the air intakes at the bottom as well, here and here. This is just plastic. There is no metal mesh here, unfortunately. But again, at this price point, that is what is expected. If you start going up the price tier, like if we come back to this LaFerrari quickly, as you can see at the front of the model, it is all black mesh. You can see that here and in the fan ducts at the top as well. But this one again is probably 10 or 15 times more expensive than the Hot Wheels Enzo. So again, I don't think it matters that much. You can't really tell unless you get really close up with the bright lights and have a good look. But in your display cabinet, I think it would look absolutely fine. And again, you've got the air ducts at the top as well. Again, there's no fans or mesh in there, but again, it's fairly detailed and it does the job really nicely. Overall, I think the stance of the model, the lines, the styling is all very realistic. All looks really nice by Hot Wheels. This is kind of their favourite brand. Hot Wheels are famous for Ferrari models. And again, this Enzo is really good. So the front is nicely done by Hot Wheels. Let's move over to the side of the model. Now again, Hot Wheels have provided some great details here. let's look at the wheels, because these are always a good point, a good source of detail. Again, you've got the Ferrari centre cap in the middle, which is nice. You've got the caliper, which is finished in black with details on. You've got the Ferrari text running across the caliper. The discs are good, and the whole kind of stance of the wheel, the calipers, the discs are very highly detailed, and the overall paint application of the model is very good as well. Again, the side end of the model, I think, does look quite good if you want to display it side on. Fairly similar to the LaFerrari in some perspective. I know the LaF looks a bit more modern compared to the Enzo, but there are some similarities. You've got the side vent here as well. Again, there's no mesh here, it is just plastic, but again it's finished in the lookalike mesh material, so it's not too bad. You've got the Pininfarina sticker at the bottom as well, which is good. You have got quite an awful sticker, in my opinion, on this side. This should just be plastic. I would have preferred it to be plastic, but you have got a pretty bad sticker. I don't like that at all, really, if I'm honest. I would much rather it just be some fake mesh, fake plastic there. But you've got a sticker which is okay, because I normally display it front on, so I don't really see that. But coming round to the rear end of the model, now again, you've got quite a good angle at the rear, one of the LaFerrari's best kind of features. You've got the huge rear bonnet, which I will show you guys in a minute. This whole rear clam opens up. This is a fully opening die-cast model car, so you can see the interior details, the engine details, and the boot. Whereas on the LaFerrari, this is just a sealed resin model, so nothing opens up. You can't open up the doors or the boot or anything like that. But again, it's more of a kind of, you display it like this and appreciate the aesthetics of the model. But this one you can actually open up and have a bit more of a detailed look. Now the exhausts are done okay. Again, you've got the fake plastic here and here, with the badges done adequately as well. I do like the lights. The lights are done quite nicely, and I think the whole rear is a lot better than the front and some other Hot Wheels models. But I'm a fan of the Enzo in general. So let's open up this engine bay and have a look inside. And it opens up all the way, and you can have a pretty good look at quite a detailed engine bay, to be honest, for the price of the model. Now this is running quite a big V12 engine, producing around 600 horsepower, just over, and Hot Wheels have done quite a good job replicating the engine, in my opinion. Now again, the BBR version takes the details to another level totally, but for the price point of the model, you can't really go wrong with this engine bay. You can see quite far down, quite detailed on top. You can see all the main components, the exhausts, and I think it is very good overall. I mean, again, not up there with the more expensive models, but if you want to buy an Enzo and you've got a budget of $40, $50, let's say, you can't really go wrong with the Hot Wheels version. It is pretty good. So let's close down the bonnet, and it's all done really nicely as well. When you close the bonnet and then you clip it into place like that, it feels like you don't feel like you're breaking anything or you're pushing anything awkwardly. It does feel quite secure, and which is really good. So let's come around to the other side of the model car. Again, good details here. I've had this model car for over 10 years, to be honest, and it's held up pretty well. Nothing's really fallen off or paint rashes or anything like that. Again, the doors open up like a gullwing style. Unfortunately, they don't stay open, but you have got good levels of detail inside the interior. You can see a good driving zone. The seats are done nicely, and I think it's just pretty standard Hot Wheels level detail. Nothing like the BBR version, where you can see kind of inside there the interior is very detailed. But again, I think overall Hot Wheels has done a good job with the Enzo, and if I had to give this model a score out of 10, I'd probably say it's a solid 6.5 to 7. Again, good details, good price, good quality, aesthetically looks good in your cabinet, and I think it is a good model to have. So let me know in the comments what you guys think of it, and I'll see you guys very soon for more videos to come.